Alrighty, hello everyone, Busy Gamer Dad back again for our third and final session gameplay recording of The Last Flame Prologue. You can get this game for yourselves. It is a entry into the main game called The Last Flame, where it's an auto battler, lots of fun, having a lot of good, crazy interactions with a lot of the artifacts and heroes that you can pick from. The prologue seems to be 3 levels. I have not beaten it yet. I don't know if we'll do that on camera today, but I certainly would love to take you guys along for the journey, no matter how far we get, to show you guys more of the content and more of the synergies, or at least more of the effects that a lot of the minutia in this game seems to have, and that seems to be normal for a lot of auto battlers, but this one is pretty fun because it actually breaks things down pretty intuitively for what you've got going on. So I haven't played in a little while. I'm going to pick up our last run where we left off, so I'm going to click continue. I did want to show you this feature that you can put this on a shelf and come back to it at a later date and pick up right where you left off without any worse for wear. So this is great for the busy gamer to just play a few games, few nodes, whatever, or have a full and complete run, which for me has lasted about 30 minutes or so, and then pause it and come back to it at a later time. So without any further ado, let's get ourselves in there. Well, the loading bar was full and then it backed down. That's rude. That was a big tease. I was like, haha, no. No. All right. Well, what do you call cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese. There you go. So there's our dad joke. Oh, see, it was waiting for the dad joke. That's what it was. It was waiting. It was giving me a good segue. So what do we got here? Our last battle, I think we had a pretty rough fight, but we still won, obviously. We got that here for ourselves. We get all of these. Do not click proceed. You would be leaving things on the table. So make sure you click through all of these. We get some cash and some resources. Eager. Ryu we've had before. Blake looks interesting. He throws bombs? Yes, okay, so he throws bombs. Every 2 attacks, up to 15 stacks. At 15 stacks, the hero also gains 10% lifesteal. Okay, so if he attacks really fast, he can get a lot. What about you? Who adds burn and frost? That's really helpful. At random enemies. Okay, yeah, let's do... We have a lot of melee characters, though, this time. So I think that I'm going to actually go with Blake. We have these 3 heroes that we have are currently melee characters. I don't know if I like our current build going into this, but we'll see if we can get it to work. We do have an archer, we do have a healer, we have 2 tanks over here, a shielder and a tank, I should say. So he buffs everybody once he gets all his full mana, and then the hero gains lifesteal equal to 15% of their defense. So the more defense this character has, the stronger they will get. Our guy here is our frontliner. He is definitely our tank. I don't know if I want to swap what he's got going on, because he gets shields and he has little water elementals that also leech HP. That's why I gave him the defense and the attack speed for the shield and everything. It might be worth it. And then Zoe is our like AoE kind of damage her, but it's really hard for me to figure out where to use her best. And then we have our archery ranger. She can do a volley, essentially, that drops a big amount of damage, actually, when it goes off. And then we have our healer. But that's not to say that they can't actually do some damage. They do have a little bit here. Every time they heal a hero, they gain 2 spell power. So that's kind of really helpful in that regard, too. So I'm wondering if we should change any of these gears spots around. I don't think so. I would like to get him more defense, though. That would be really helpful. Let's see if there's anything that gives me defense. On cast, the next melee deals ephemeral or ethereal damage. Okay. And then crit damage, devour, bullseye, attack speed per summon on the battlefield. That's actually kind of huge, because if I put that on this guy, they will be getting way more. So let's do the bullseye. And let's pick up a relic. Let's see here. You have a chance to obtain a legendary recipe from elite fights when victorious. That's actually kind of big. Whenever you pick an original or change your origin, you heal 25 the flame down here in the corner. And then get money, discounts at the shop. You no longer gain passive experience. Instead, for each fight you gain trophies to level up. Ooh. You gain 2 plus 1 for every 7 that you currently have. You gain up to 8 per fight from this. So this min-maxing notes, I get that, cool. So the trophies here is how you level up your characters in an effective or more efficient manner. Every fight you do gain experience, but this would take that away. And then you have these trophies to drop 5 experience and level your characters up. I think what I'm gonna do is, let's do the legendary recipe. I think that's gonna be really helpful for us. Now we're going into World 2, Act 2. We got the key. We're gonna walk away, you know, look really crazy. We're gonna change formation mid-stride. It's all good. Now, this is another different boss from the last time we were out here. Last time we had this lich that I don't think we made it to in one of our previous runs. So what do I want to do here? The game functions as you would expect. You get to pick a path and go through. You can change if things go horribly awry for your characters. This is an event. There's a campfire that you can choose to have a world boon for your guys. I think I kind of want to go down the southern path here. That gives us the most options. The shop later on, the campfire earlier on, an elite fight, unfortunately, but it might be worth it. If we did go up here, we could do an event, an elite fight though. So I don't want to take the elite fights if I can help it. They are helpful, don't get me wrong. The elite fights are actually really good. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I might actually do this one to get our origins going sooner rather than later. Oh, what are you guys? So the game is wonderfully tool-tipped, and there is a great glossary or guide tab that you can pick on that gives you a lot of help. This goes back to what I was saying before. There's a lot of moving parts under the hood. If you're looking for an auto battler that you just play, this is also that, but just understand that there's a lot going on under the hood that you can really min-max and get into the minutia for your game. Now, trial and error is also a good way to learn the game. Not saying that that's not possible. So the game breaks itself down into several different damages, shields, and as well as debuff types. I'm not going to go through all of that with you because I'm not an expert at it and I don't want to spread misinformation. Suffice to say that if you are going towards a certain build, you should go towards that certain build and look at the glossary to find out what that build means for your characters and what that means for your heroes, as you get them. If you're not careful, you could have this weird hodgepodge of characters that just don't synergize and don't work well with each other. Now, looks like this guy summons a ooze and it does 50% damage, has no ability. So he has a summons. Gotcha. Looks like this guy does line of attack bolts that buffs towards the enemies. Okay. If there are no enemies alive, you instead sends a bolt towards all heroes. First hero in the path takes damage. So we don't want to stack up. That's what that tells me. Now, we did get this guy right here. I was going to try and get our guy here something. What can I get rid of? Shield, attack speed, every 3 seconds, heal all summons for 100. I wonder if I give it to him, that would work out. Lifesteal. Yeah, because if we do... So this says all summons. It doesn't mean all summons on him. So if I were to switch that, and I were to bring this over here, and then if I were to do this, drop that down, per summon on the battlefield. This will be interesting. I don't know if this will work, because I want to see if it's their summons or all summons. Now, I do not want my healer out front. That is just silliness. Alright, so I'm going to put you over here. I'm going to put you right there. I will put you over here along with the archer. Now this is the gray area, because if I spread out too much, they're not going to get healed. So I'm going to move there, drop you, there. So that guy's going to be the focus there. Let's see how this goes. This could go horribly wrong. That's the whole point of an auto battler. See how it goes. We did get a heal, which is good. We got one of them down. Got those guys down pretty well. We did lose... No, he's still there. Okay, great. Awesome. Nice. And you do see it. Like, I have speed going really quick. So that's just because I'm busy gamer. Don't have time to sit around for this. We did lose her, I believe. We get some items. Let's see here. Battlefield, when the fight is survived. Let's pick an item. Ooh, that's kind of big, actually. Every time the wearer gets a shield... Okay, fair enough. When the wearer loses a shield, loses 650 HP. Okay. Let's do the shielding ring. Just to do the shielding ring. And then we will proceed. Move on to the next. Right here. Oh, there's one behind us. There's exactly one behind us. So you go there. And I want you... There. I'm going to do it this way. This may be horrible. This may just end up in complete and total failure. But we'll see. And if it does, the great thing about this is it's just a fun game to play. Start from scratch. Get a new build going. Looks like we'll be okay, but he's going to go down. We're working our way through. So we lost Elios. I don't know if there's going to be any... Yeah, we might need to level up some characters. So she leveled up to their defense. All summon attack speeds equal to the hero's shield. So that's interesting. And then every 3 seconds the hero heals the lowest. I'm going to do that. That seems like the one that I would do. Now another one here. The wearer affects burn. Every attack. Energy ring. This we already saw. Let's do... The wearer gains 40 spell power. That's actually kind of synergizes with what she's got going on. So if I drop this here and put that on it, that'd be great. And then make sure you put the items back on their characters as you forge them. Now let's see here. Do I want to put the legendary item onto... I think I do, actually. Might as well use this on there and there, forge. And then, sure, put that there, forge. So now that's got some extra stuff on it, I believe, correct? There it goes. There it goes. Right there for you, and then you had that. And then we're going to level up some characters, because I think we're really soft. And that's not what you want. So we'll level up you. So we get to pick a ranked up thing. 30 defense. Hero gains magic steel, attack damage, attack speed. I'm going to go with 30 defense. And then I would like to level up you because you did die last time. And defense is huge for you. We'll do the defense. Let's level you up. I think attack speed if I had it, but it doesn't look like it. So I'll just do attack damage. And then... Honestly, you're really close. Or you're closer than that. Crit damage, mana regen. Let's do the mana regen. And then we will proceed to the campfire. Let's see what this is about. So origins are global effects on your party as far as I can tell. Origins also can only have one at a time. You can swap them for free every time you go to a campfire, but it's one and done kind of thing. So you have to think about what your party has going for it, whether it looks like these ones really affect or synergize with Frost. This one is a bleed one. That's pretty good. Every crit deals 3, okay, gains for every crit dealt, all heroes gain 3 spell power. That's pretty good. Whenever a hero gets below 40 health, all heroes enter a time shift. All heroes gain full mana, and the lowest is healed by 20%. It has a 15% cooldown, or 15-second cooldown. That's kind of like a do-over, but I do want to go The team's spell power. I wonder if this would make our tank guy all the better. Now, the last thing we can do here is we can energize or enchant our weapons. So I'm gonna kind of do that. What does this do? And it's random. You don't get a choice. It's just random. Now I can rest and recover 25 flame, which is what I'm going to do. We're just a little bit below our cap. Now, do I want to do the star battle? Has the chance to give me an elite. Do I want to run the risk? Let's see how our build works right now that we've got things going. Why are you in the backfield? I want you there, and I'll have you actually come over here, and you go over there. I think this is good. No, I'm going to have you stand over here. Take the aggro from that one. And we'll see how this goes. I like having her on her own because I feel like she can really hold her own. And yeah, his shield is holding. His defense is holding. That was a huge upgrade for him. He's not hardly going down at all. Yeah, those upgrades and those enchantments and this one here increases the team's defense by 35. That's actually probably huge to help out. So it's those little marginal upgrades that you got to be looking for. Let's do the hammer. And let's do... Well, we could lean into the defense. Might as well. Right? There. And then... There. Yeah, sure. That works out. That works out. And then we have an event, or we can go to the shop. If we did this path, we would avoid elite fights entirely, but then we wouldn't have a chance to see if this guy works. Gives us a chance to do that. I think I want to do this because... We have a fair amount of gold. Not a lot, but we have a fair amount. Things in the item shop are fickle. Oh, so we get some more tutorialing. Okay. Pressing shift will display heroes' items. Oh, we already know this. We already know this. This is just a reminder. Tooltips in this game are wonderful. They really are. They did a great job with the tooltips for this game. What do you do? Okay. So, on the furthest hero... that deals, the beam can be intercepted by other heroes. Okay, so I want to actually do this and this right there, and then I'll have you on that side. Yeah, that works for me. So make sure you're seeing what the monsters do. That's really important. Now, I'm going to go over some spell effects. I'm not sure I'm going to get this right. But frost is a slow, shock is a stun, bleed is damage over time, and burn is weakness. That is, again, can always be found in your damage types. Or where am I looking? Not damage types. I apologize. Where am I looking? Is it forging items? Debuffs. That's where I'm looking. Sorry. Scales well with damage attack, especially critical strikes. Frost scales well with spell damage. Burn scales well with attack speed and ethereal damage. Shock scales well with stuns and fast casting. There we go. So I had that a little mixed up. Like I said, there's a lot going on under the hood that you can learn by reading the glossary here. Again, very well thought out game. Very well put together glossary for you to look at and guide to make sure you know what each of these things go. I have not found any of this stuff to be deceptive or not true or anything of that nature. I had a shock build going in our first episode that was really actually pretty strong and pretty fun to play, where it crowd controlled the champions or the enemies and allowed for damage mitigation that way. I just got in over my head and I didn't level up my characters, is why I ultimately lost, I think. So the game also does have some pretty good challenges as well. Let's see here. When the fight starts, gains... That's max health. For every 3 attacks, the wearer gains 1 attack speed per, or 1 attack damage per summon on the battlefield. And that doesn't have a cap. On cast, that seems like a good idea. Which one do we want? Let's do this one. Because my thought process is I'll put it on the hammer. There. And the hammer now gets turned into that. And even though we're going into the shop here, I think that'll be really nice and helpful. So this is kind of a freebie space. It's a shop space. You can buy heroes should you want to. These are all here. I only had this character and this character. So there is a huge bench of characters that you can pick from. And you can see what kind of characters they are right here. I would think he's melee, but he's actually ranged. Interesting. Cool. Now, there are certain artifacts that you can pick up later on that allow you to have more than the 5 max on your bench at a time, or on the playing field at a time. Up to you if you so choose to go through that. The wearer gains 10 power every spell regen. That's pretty interesting. What do we have here for each character? Yep, I know, this displays our characters. Does she have anything I can enchant? She doesn't, but she has an open slot. So maybe I go down that road. Where if I do that, I can get spell regen, and this on her would be huge. And that kind of spent... No, we don't have enough money for that. So then I would do spell power. And that... Not attack speed, I would do spell power and this, and that would give her a pretty good upgrade, because this and this together is way more than I can actually... They don't have a sell mechanic, which is a little unfortunate. They do have a dismantle mechanic. It doesn't give you anything, but it costs more money. It is what it is, you know. You don't want to get too powerful. So I'm actually going to do that for our healer, because I think that's where we could use a lot of net gain. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's get that, and then if I go to the forge, and I click on you, and I click on you, and click forge, and then if I click exit, and I go to our hero panel, I'll drop this right for you, right there, and then we're good to go. We'll go back, proceed, on to the next. The elite fight, let's see. Oh, wow, you look crazy awesome. And why does it always put my guys... Interesting. Alright, let's see here. Cast Dark Eruption on the furthest healer. Splitting amongst the heroes. Heroes lose 10 spell power and gain... Oh, wow. Okay. So do I want that? That's interesting. Split amongst the heroes. I think that's probably the right idea. So if I put it over there, and I put you two here on this side, and then drop him again. Make sure you have the monster facing the target that you want it to actually hit. Otherwise, you're in for a bad time. Now, why did it attack on the archer? I don't get it. I thought it would have attacked on... Oh, maybe because it's not the focus? That's probably why it's not the focus. Okay. Alright, let's get some items up in here. Spell attack speed. That's pretty good. The crit chance and crit damage. Let's do the novice bow. And then, I don't know, the novice wand. Now, take this and give it to them, and I don't think you function with attack spell power, do you? I guess not. But at the same time, you have an open slot, so what's the harm? And then we'll pick a relic. All heroes gain plus 50 for their healing received. All enemies start with 15 bleed. Ugh. All enemies start with 15 shock. That's not terrible. 2 Hexile buffs. Gain 500 shield. Hexile buffs are obtained by heroes standing that are on the hex tile at the start of combat. Hexile buffs change position at random between fights. That's not terrible, but I don't know how I would use that. I mean, we do have 3 ranged and 2 melee, so maybe that's worth it. Let's do the Tome of Healing, though. I think that's the better one. Alright, so let's do our star battle. This one's going to be a little interesting. Yeah, he's going to get attack speed, I think, which is going to be a little bit annoying. You're going to do a cleave, a whirlwind, okay? And, okay, cool. So, I'm going to have you go over here. I'm actually going to have you go over there. Oh, no. What happened there? There we are. Cool, I grabbed the item out of her inventory, unfortunately. Let's have you go here, and you go there, and then I'm gonna have you drop there and drop there. There we are. Cool. he should be able to stand on his own. Yeah, see, very easily stands on his own. Get the bat there, and then we'll get the guys in the backfield. Even though this is a 5 with a star, this guy has way more health, which is interesting. I thought he would have a little bit stiffer of a chin on him. Alright, let's see here. Every 5 seconds, the wearer receives a shield equal to 100% of their defense. That's not bad. I wonder who I could put that on. Every 4 seconds, the wearer gains attack speed and 1 mana. At random, 50-50 chance for each. Okay. I like the defense, but I don't know what I would put it on. I guess this. So, let me do the forge. There. Forge that, and then drop the gauntlet back onto him. And then we'll pick our reward. Swap a passive. Allow you to change a passive on a hero from one of 3 passives. Oh, or keep the re-rolled passive. Let's do the re-roll. Choose one of 3 heroes to join your party. This is not terrible, but we don't really need it. So let's do that. I don't know which one I would do, though. I guess the stun is really good. The shield is really nice. I guess we'll do this one. Gains a shield. Frost. In addition, critical strikes inflict frost. For every missing HP, the hero gains 20%. Okay. Missing HP gains 1 magic. I just want that. Unfortunately, I don't think there was anything there that was really speaking to me. Alright, let's do the elite fight. You are a thick boy. Big, angry guy. Yes, you look like it. Lowest HP target. Big brain focus. And then... oh, he has a passive. Okay, cool. I didn't even check those passives before. Lowest HP is always going to be a challenge because we... like, lowest HP is going to be her. Yeah. So, we need to make sure that we don't have a taunt. So, I'm guessing I just want to... yeah, always focusing on her, but she's got the shield, so she's able to take a few hits. There's the stun, that's good. I'm glad I didn't get rid of that. I see the heals going off. Nice, okay, so that wasn't terrible. I was a little concerned. Alright, let's pick an item. Spell power per summon on the battlefield. Let's re-roll. I think that'd be really good. What do we have for forging, though? He's got a spell power, novice bow. Yeah, I think I'm gonna re-roll. Equal to effort. Per summon on the battlefield. Let's do the bullseye again, and then we'll pick another relic. All heroes gain 1 damage for every gold that I have, or every 50 gold I have. This one is just passive healing, though. I like the lily. I'm gonna take the lily. I am a sucker for healing on battlefields. Attack damage. I think I want to do that. And then forge that, and then drop that back onto you. Alright, cool. And then this is our opportunity to level someone up. Let's do that. I want to get you a little bit closer to, or a little stronger, I should say. When shields any source. When the fight starts, the hero summons 2 bronze drakes. Oh. Per summon on the battlefield. I think that's the one I want, the bronze drakes. Anyone else? So you're kind of close. It would take a fair amount to level you up. You're still level 2, so let's get you leveled up. Magic, steel, attack speed. How do I want to play your character? Spell power is really where it's at. Magic steel. I don't know what that ultimately means. Let's do the magic steel. That could be something worthwhile. Yeah, let's see what happens there. And then we'll proceed to this weird guy right here. What do you do? Malroth. Alright, that's a lot. Rejuvenation attack. So he's kind of a healer, so we have to kind of get rid of this. What is this thing right here? That looks like what we need to get rid of. Okay, so let's... I feel like having you over here on that. This may work. This may not go. I want to try and get this thing dead. When Molgroth dies, all other enemies die instantly. Okay. He's got a huge health pool. I don't know what this crystal is. I'm thinking that that's his power source. Let's find out. We will... Let me put you here and you here. And then we'll go from there. There we go. Let's try it out. We'll do a little pincer attack. Looks like we're holding. We're holding. We got one of them down here. We're doing a fair amount of damage to Molgroth himself. We'll get that one dead. I love these giant swords just falling from the sky. Molgroth dead. We win. Nice. Awesome. And that's it. Thanks for playing the prologue. That was it. Awesome. So I guess there's only 2 levels. Busy Gamer Dad showing you Last Flame Prologue. Had a lot of fun with this game. This is available on Steam. The full game is in early access. If you want to pick that up for yourself, I will have a link for that down in the description should you want to try it out for yourselves. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to stay tuned for more session games that are great for the busy gamer to pick up, put down, pick up again at a later date, or games that I find interesting that are long-running games that are narratives and you just want to unwind after a busy day, almost like playing a book. We'll catch you later. Bye.